Majibadi tina me danedi winji de me se bisa ko ofi wona me fi ili ti so bi pe me dia ka echi. My name is Ochame Kwabe the Rap Gab, and you are watching Davcado TV. Stay tuned.
So just some few days ago, John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic, has actually handed over 40 armored vehicles to the Ghana police. President John Dramani Mahama has handed over 40 armed vehicles to the Ghana police service as part of the efforts to boost their operational capacity and enhance public safety. The vehicles include 15 armored pickups, 5 Cobra 4, and 20 Cobra 3 special armored cars designed for high-risk operations and rapid response. This move is aimed at strengthening the Ghana police ability to protect lives and properties and also maintain law and order in the country. The president emphasized the importance of responsible use of the vehicles and urges officers to prioritize their safety. And the handover ceremony was actually attended by senior government officials and top police commanders, and also is seen as a significant step towards modernizing the Ghana police service. So when this happened, it was nice. So everybody was happy. But Kevin Taylor, almighty Kevin Taylor, also has another appeal, or another request for the president. But before we go on that, this is Davcado TV. Subscribe and click on the notification bell so our next video, like I say, will be flying with what? Rainbow colors in your inbox. Before we go on today is Saturday, today is the D-Day. Samini is actually live inside Pram Pram, Ocean Green to be precise. And the people of Pram Pram, my people of Pram Pram, I know they will never disappoint. They will turn up in their numbers massively to make sure they enjoy the day actually at the beach side with the legendary mighty Samini. Now let's go into it and see what Kevin Taylor is also giving another appeal, or he's also actually giving the president a request. That one will go for the Ghana military. According to him, Ghana military service people, they suffer, and Ghana, the president of Ghana is appealing, is pleading with the, he begs, actually he said, President, I beg you. I'll play the video for you to see how Kevin Taylor actually humbly placed that request for the president to turn his eyes, or to turn the attention to Ghana military as well, because they also need big attention. Because if you check the Ghana police, Ghana military right now, they are really suffering. When you go to the Burma camp, when you go to the camp there, they are sleeping places. Basically their environment is very bad. It doesn't suit the standard way as a country we want to go. Let me play that video for you. Before that, after that, then we'll come and whatever we also have to say, of course, then we'll also change it out here.
Talk to the president. Mr. President, it is very important you look at the Ghana military. The Ghana military, they are struggling. In fact, when it comes to West Africa, and this goes to the CDS or the leadership of Ghana military, Mr. President, once in a while, call the CDS, go with him to the military camps, sack all the officers, and talk to the military, the lower rank people, and hear what they will tell you. And I will advise the CDS to do the same. I will advise the CDS to also go to the various barracks, there's various units, call the unit personnel, let the senior officers leave, speak to them, then you will hear what they are going through in the military. There's a lot happening. The military is struggling. When it comes to weapons, when it comes to vehicles, when it comes to nyoma yadika se way military, Ghana military will fall short. Sa vehicles are the last time I was in Ghana, I took my time to drive through the military at the Burma camp. And Mr. President, it is sad to see the accommodation of some of our military men. Say, and I would say on authority, say in Tokwesi, Ghana, any other country, with all the experience ye military nim no eba akonde a ye be losing tokwa na poto obekunya hye kuro no. The Ghana military is not potent when it comes to weapons, war vehicles. The majority of the vehicles they see Burma camp. Mr. President, maybe you have not been briefed, and I know the CDS just took power or took office. He needs to sit down and look at the issues. There's a lot of issues in the military. They are hurt. Things are not going on well. And if we always want it to look like it is always going to be obey before command, or say obey command before whatever, then we are not going to get anywhere. Sometimes we need to put the obey before the Indiano and go down and speak to them and hear what is going on. I can tell you on authority that armored vehicles a good Ghana military about 80% in Yejuma. Mr. President, one day, Mr. President, pay a visit to the Ghana military. And I know the CDS is struggling. He's struggling because he came to inherit a military that was not retooled for years. The Ghana military needs to be updated. When you enter a Burma camp at time, it is sad. It is sad because military for dying. Now it is like that phone room. You see military quarters. A day you see in 1932. Now military for dying. Now yabubo kukobu esi Usha military for dying. Utubu say way nipa the dem. Yasi nipa the dem. Soja ni the dem. It is despicable. At time, the military, we need to upgrade the military a little bit. We need to retool the military. Our military is weak, and when I say it's weak, when it comes to Ghana military, they are disciplined. When it comes to they being there for the country, you know them. They go out of the country for peacekeeping. We know what they do. They are very, very solid. But when it comes to Akondia, the Ghana military is zero. They have nothing. It hurts me to be saying this now, but the Ghana military, I'm telling you, we have the men. We have a lot of people who are committed to work for us, protect Ghana. But when it comes to a new age military, the Ghana military, dear Mr. President, I beg you, you need to put a whole committee together, led by the CDS, to really look at one, accommodation, and two, the accoutrements. The Ghana military service. I've taken my time. I've driven through a Burma camp. When you go see baby a soldier for that cry, it is disheartening. Into the day I saw all these young people, the day they were recruiting people, Elwak Sports Stadium. Now me drew Ghana. That day I was in Ghana, and me share young people way. A man for me na person ko soldier, and I'm actually go see Burma camp. And me share a danye gu, and I'm saying no, there is a problem. The day na in Kwarani Wu Elwak, and I was in Ghana that day. I drove past that place in the morning, and I looked at all these kids. Now me share Nkwara when you now wanting to go into the military. Me busa mo say, into Nkwara when you now form one, and he no mo koda. Where are they going to lodge? Ultimately driving through Burma camp. Mr. President, it is despicable. Add this to your legacy. At least before you leave power, we need to have about 50,000 military housing for the military. Military for Asasi Bebri. They have lots and lots of land. Yet military for no Asasi Bebri. Let us pay attention to the military. Let us pay attention for once, Mr. President. This is something you need to do for people like us. I am begging you, Mr. President. The police too needs same. We are retooling the police. We need to look at the accommodation. These are security agencies. These old. I was asking myself, Usha Edaya ewa Burma camper. Now just be a yes, Dana pete ho. Edai tantan bi. Into Mr. President, can't we decide to say, Sa in Dana yesi pete no? Ye bebu bune yesi story buildings 20. Uti story buildings 20 kratana. How many military men can occupy? So many of them. Why have we allowed to die way? Police need that damn none about that bontene. Soldier need that damn none about that a box him. Utemo Burma camper. Soldier for the box. Abu bonk atar down. I just say a ton rio. I just say ahoye slump. This is not right. I want you to summon the CDS. I need you to ask them what can be done immediately to help the Ghana military accommodation. We can't always be telling people go to the military, go to the police, and their dignity is taken away from them. That is despicable. Adeba kwa mi hu ya na ya me tan ya me yapa ne say till date the Ghana military uko omo kitchen kura omo da ho ko twaja eja omo ko twaja e no soja. Why? This is the modern day military. This is the modern day policing. How come say and the Ghana military ye ko twaja ye ko twanua and ye be soja? How? People come to training. They have new recruits. Now we tell our people we want to save the climate. We want to save the environment. And ever since the Ghana police end to me gas and that they need to send recruits to go into the forest. So what is that? And this go to the CDS. CDS, these are things that you need to put before the president. And these are urgent things. I know you came to inherit a lot of damage. But you need to try and also make sure these are the things the military personnel need. Good accommodation. And then I'm the patre gugu. You can take one section and say, okay, this 10-acre, this particular unit, ye bubuni nyina, ye besi story building 20 waha, story building bia a 500 room. Ye besi be 10-story building, be soldier for nyina kugum. What are we doing to our people? See the amount of money we have spent on unnecessary things in Ghana. Why are we doing this to ourselves? If today, you open, say, people should put in, contractors should submit. So, Abani Quakers Obama contractors 50%, and that they are going to pay the contractors another year, the rest of the money. We will get local contractors who will be willing to build these story buildings at Bema Camp for the military. And then end 2025, military for that wanted to think boom. Anytime, are you not ashamed as leaders of the nation? Go and see baby a police for that. Police need them. How can you have peace of mind to govern, to protect a nation? Me, my worry is that today, as I tell you, Mr. S, get me pictures of Burma camp. A day soldier for the dim. Now me Mr. President, Abia, it's been a long time the president went to Burma camp. And the leaders of this country went to Burma camp. Mr. S, get me pictures of Burma camp. A day now you call World War II no mudemuno. And then with demo. Me say utumi kona so you need dying. Insuo nem a dining na gata nsuo nam dan na se gata nsuo na soja ni dem na officer ye si dan shepe ama officer ne nebusuafo na recruit ne sojafo omo ne eye adwuma no na officer for 10 air condition dan mu na omo bon kwase adwuma na egugu a kitchen dan mu e dey nsem hono no. How can you build a nation like that? Inti soja ni so to obe corrupt. Because Oshani officer penyini no officer penyini ne ba kra ewo one officer bi or babako na ne ba no ewo dan ono nkwa wo dan na soja ni owo mba miensa na ono na yire ne mother box him. Why? How can you live like that? This has to change. There should be a change. Something needs to be done. We cannot keep doing these things to ourselves every day. As someday here no near it is nice to read to the police, it is nice to give them equipment, but it is also important to take care of their accommodation. Sa edanya egu segleme, we can give all those edani jebetu na masoja for some kodim. Segleme house ni egu. Mr. President, we can give that to soldier for, move some of them there and start building story buildings. Mr. President, the military themselves, they have engineers. The military, they can construct. The military, they can build. What is the big deal? We don't even need external contractors. Segleme edani guano, let us refurbish it again. Move the say military 2000 ebekwa yen form nkoguo na baby omote no yen make sure say within a year yen to mean 6 story buildings bear 5 story build bia etumi fa nipa 200 apartment 200 then ye wi na yi sankofo no aba ho na ye say another set ye de omako segleme na ye say sankofo de ye wi na ye de omaba ho na ye that is how we do it. We have enough houses sitting there yen fa nya hwe and ye tigana na ye ka brofo. Mr. President, you need to call a meeting. The military, the police, they need some better accommodation. Equipment some using Ghana military sometimes when we say these things, some of you get angry because you feel like we are exposing the military, we are exposing the police, we are exposing the security agencies. But if we don't talk about these things, how are people going to know what is happening? If we don't speak on these things, how are we going to know what is going on? Or they will suffer and suffer all the time. Bema camp so these are where you're dying. Where can put say a new kakra, Mr. S? This one is even new. Where I don't think it's even an apartment too. This could be an officer's mess. Mr. S, this is even nice. Mr. S, where they say get me the real houses at Burma camp. Why are we doing this to the military? Yeah, parking kwa we nyina ko military omko dahin. Yeah, parking crowd when you go police. Let us try and help the military. Let us try and help the police. Retooling is good. I said two things today, Mr. President. The police, the retooling is good. The accommodation is important. The military, they don't have anything. I am pleading with the CDS to go to the president and plead with the president that this is an emergency. Because if we don't do this, one day a Tihana Soja for a revolt against here. Yakasa revolt. And yes, Obikuta political power na obi yaw. A yaw, any pain, any maybe any people come nema obi to be convinced obi. So it is always important to say obi the nekra to us obebo or my banya. Yes, you show that kind of that kind of love, no. We need to meet them halfway. Go to Burma camp. I want the schools, the JSS for no, they should go and take a tour at Burma camp. Now, we be a soldier for that. In fact, what I want the Ghana military to do first, and then say, before we be applications, no, we make sure say you give people the opportunity to come and work at the barracks and see where the soldiers sleep. It should be part of the whole thing before people go and pick a form. Answer and for form, no, moment for barracks wo. Burma camp, no measure send your soldier 40, their living conditions. When people see soldiers, their living conditions I don't think you will see them there. I am telling you. Me say, Ghana military. Some be say, wow, person ko military. Bra, Burma camp, baby a soldier for that. And sana me say, udruwa. Me sure say, 90% of Nkorani woman elwak, none of them will go to military. Yeah. Because you're there soldier for them. There, how many say, and the armored cars say what Ghana military they cannot run for 10 miles. They will break down.
So yes, you had the opportunity to listen to the almighty Bedu Taylor whilst he was, actually putting out this request before the president. Is according to him, on the day where Elwak, the 6 girls go die for Elwak, where the military recruitment was going on with 6 girls go die, according to Kevin Taylor, he was in the country. Shockingly, Kevin Taylor was in the country, and he was actually, doing his checks and balances at the camp, at the military camp and stuff. And what he saw was an eyesore. A lot of things were going wrong. A lot of things are going wrong at the Burma camp there, and this one is just a humble appeal to the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, to turn his eyes on this one too, because according to him, as you rightly heard him said, the military, Ghana military is impotent. To the extent say what he's trying to say, not be impotent, say Ghana military people not going to sleep with women or something. No, according to him, they are impotent because they are lacking a lot of things, and because of that, if you don't take care, if care is not taken, even Togo safe, when Togo can fight plus Ghana, or maybe there's any issue between, obviously there wouldn't be any issue between we, Nigeria and Togo and Benin and any other African country. There wouldn't be any war. That's not what Kevin Taylor is actually calling for. But what he's trying to say is that he's just explaining it to the layman's language. What he wants you to understand is that the Ghana military lack a lot of facilities, sleeping places, even where to lay their heads and stuff is very difficult, because what they are living over there is like, according to him, Islam. So they are impotent, because if Togo fight with Ghana right now, they go murder us basa. Togo go murder Ghana basa, because we are lacking a lot of equipment. We are lacking even psychologically. The military people are not ready. Physically they are ready, but psychologically they are not ready, because a military man will be sleeping in his room and then his children are sleeping outside and stuff. That is very, very bad. So but after everything, I love the way Kevin Taylor didn't just speak about the issue, or just spill out anything just because something has come up, or because he is sitting in front of the mic, he just have to say anything. But then after he gave all those requests and said the stuff, he was giving suggestions, or after he touched on all the problems that the military people are facing, he touched on, he suggested some a way forward as if the government would adhere to some of the things he's saying, I am sure it will go way forward to help us as country. Because he said one of the things that Kevin Taylor touched on was that the Sekeleme buildings that is left dormant, we can just transfer the military people over there to be sleeping there for the meantime, whilst new buildings or maybe whilst construction is been going on at the camp and stuff. Because according to him, the military people, military, they have everything. They have their electricians, they have almost everything. Military people don't really recruit people from outside to come and do anything for them. We have military people who are specialized in construction, so they can even build their own facilities and all that if the necessary materials are provided. Of course, they will make sure this is not the time the government is even going to waste money to get any contractor outside to come and do anything for them. They will do it by themselves if the materials are being provided. So this one, the job is very, very simple. If the government really want to do this, or really the government really adhere to what Kevin Taylor is saying, then I'm sure as a country, some of these things, because if you heard Kevin Taylor very well, he's appealing to the government, he's appealing to John Dramani Mahama directly, because he knows John Dramani Mahama will listen. Because John Dramani Mahama has a listening ear, he will listen and he will do something about it before he leaves office. So Kevin Taylor, this is what Kevin Taylor is also putting across, and it's very important that we bring it here for you to also know what is going on in the military service. So this is Davcado TV. Subscribe and click on the notification bell. It's very important, because that will give you full access to our content each and every day. And if you have anything you want to do with this Davcado TV, link up with Davcado TV 0248407344. I go again, 0248407344. And Davcado TV, of course, the team will be at your doorstep to give you the best of service that you deserve in this ample time.
Majibwadi tina me danedi winji de me se bisa ko ofi wona me fi ili ti so bi pe me dia ka echika